Hey, it's Chris with Never Enough Outdoors. Today I wanted to tell you about how you can start your own YouTube channel. The way I started was by watching a video just like this by someone that had a fishing channel, and at the time I wanted to start a fishing channel. So I started with an outdoor fishing channel. You've got to come up with a name. That was hard for me because I like so many different things, but I started out with fishing and my channel was called Never Enough Fishing. But soon after I started shooting fishing videos, I decided I don't want to just shoot fishing videos. I want to shoot all kinds of videos. So I changed it to Never Enough Outdoors. And you'll see fishing videos. I wish I could do a hunting video. I just never go. But if I did, I would start shooting hunting videos. I started metal detecting a year ago. So I shoot a lot of metal detecting videos. But you'll see just me walking, my kids, playing in the creek, odd types of fishing, odd types of metal detecting, just whatever I can come up with to make content with. So what do you need to start a YouTube channel? As far as I know, you have to have a Gmail account. You may be able to have some other type of account and a camera or video footage. You can have footage that's saved on a device from long ago. You can upload it. It can't have any music in it. If there's music in it that's copyrighted, they'll tell you it's copyrighted. You can't play that. They'll just turn it off sometimes, or they'll warn you with it. I had a video from long ago that was my parents dancing at my sister's wedding, and they were dancing to an oldies song, a Motown song. I don't remember which one, but I recorded it and I put it on YouTube, and they turned it off. I couldn't play it because there was a copyrighted song on it that I didn't have the rights to. I don't understand how to get rights to all these songs. I don't play them. I make sure there's no music in the background. When I'm fishing and recording, I don't listen to the radio. I don't play any songs in the background, or I try not to. And when I edit it out. But all you need is video footage, a Gmail account, or a camera that you can record with. Any phone is a camera nowadays. So a phone, an iPhone, I use Apple products, but a phone is a camera. It has a camera built in. You can shoot straight up and down and record shorts, which are a minute or less videos, or you can record sideways and record 4:3 or 16:9 and record widescreen videos and make them regular videos. If they're less than a minute, they'll automatically usually make it a short, and it'll be this weird looking picture. But you can make up and down videos into longer videos, but it's just this thing with the camera in the middle of the screen with this extra stuff on the side of it to make it fit the screen. I recommend, if you're going to record shorts, go up and down, and if you're going to do longer than a minute, sideways. So you can use your phone. I'm actually recording on my iPhone 16 right now. I've got it in a tripod because I've got my cameras pulled out to show you what I've got. Now, I started out with basically nothing. And you can upgrade from there. But I started out, I had a Gmail account, I made a channel, I've registered with YouTube. I ordered and there's many types of action cams, but I use GoPro. I ordered a GoPro Hero 7 Silver, and it was a mistake. Silvers are no good. You need a black. Black are the best. You can order any old camera. You can get them on eBay. You get them on all kinds of websites, auction sites, buy them in the store. My first one was that 7 Silver, and I'm not saying it wasn't great. It just only recorded in 4:3. It wouldn't do 16:9, which is not a major deal, but it can be. And the battery wouldn't come out. You couldn't take it out and charge it, or take it out and put another battery in when your battery ran out. You had to, and you couldn't charge it while you were going. You had to take the thing, turn it off, go charge it when you were after an hour or so, fill it back up. Fill the battery back up, and then start recording again. So that was why I didn't like it. And I don't think you could plug in power and just run it all the time. It had to be either a charged battery or charging. That was it. So I sold that one on eBay or somewhere, and I upgraded soon after I got it to this one. This is a GoPro Hero 6 Black, and it's great. It's an older one, but it's great. It shoots in 4K. It does everything I need to do or will ever need to do. This one does it. I've got all kinds of mounts. I went to Amazon and I bought all these mounts. It comes with this piece that you have to have on it to put it in a mount. But for this mount that I've got here, you just put it in, and there it's in there, and you can shoot with it. This mount happens to be a tripod, a little selfie stick tripod you can do. Close it up, I think. Yep, you can telescope it. You can angle this camera in different directions. So I could, shoot a selfie like this. This one happens to have the front screen on it. I'm not sure because I never use it, but I believe you can set the screen up to show you what it's shooting. So if you're shooting yourself, you can set this up so it's the same thing you're shooting. So you can see yourself in the camera. So that's cool. You will see it on the back, and you set up your camera however you want it. I use, I'll get into settings in a minute. But that was my first camera besides the 7 Silver. I sold the 7 Silver, and I said never buy a silver again. So that's a 6 Black. I don't even know if they make other colors anymore, but there's different colors of the old ones. I know the 4s are still good, the 5, the 6, 7. This one is a 10. I bought not too long ago. It's on a chest mount, but this is a 10 Black. And I thought this one was great. This one is 10 times better, but that doesn't say this one's not great because I use them simultaneously. I'll put this one in a tripod and this one on a chest mount. Or sometimes I'll put this one on a head mount and this one on a chest mount at the same time. So I got 2 angles of what I'm doing. So that cameras, you got to get cameras. You can use your phone. It works great depending on how you shoot. If you just walk around and record, or stand there and record, or like for me, I've got it in a tripod. If you do that kind of thing, it works great. But if you're doing action videos like I do, you need a way to have a camera so you can still do something and have your camera recording at all times. So this is a GoPro brand chest mount. And I'll show you. I just put it on. That easy. And now it's on. That's my camera. There's also this little bracket you can use and take it off and put it on like a jacket. I don't do that. I put it on just like I showed you every time I put it on. But that's the GoPro chest mount. And I can flip it down. I can flip it flat. You can get different mounts and I can make it upside down and shoot up, just depending on what I'm doing. But that's the GoPro brand chest mount. Other brands, Amazon makes a chest mount, and I've got that one, and that was what I started with. I started with that cheap camera that I don't like, that I sold. I started with a Amazon pack of different attachments. They have things that wrap around trees. They have things that head mounts. You can buy them all in one pack. Like $30, you get 20 mounts. Wrist mounts, handlebar mounts for your bike, tripods, selfie sticks. I mean, it's all cheap, but it works. It gets you started. And that's what I bought. I actually didn't end up using a lot of the mounts up front, but over time, I started playing with them. I've started inventing new ways to mount stuff off of the parts that I had. But since I've got better at this, I upgraded to the GoPro chest mount. And this is a GoPro selfie stick tripod, little dinky thing that came with this camera. But those are some things you can buy to help you shoot videos. Now, I am not an expert. Anything I say is just what I've learned over the last few years. You don't have to be smart to run these GoPros. They don't take all these fancy settings like a fancy DSLR camera or digital camera or whatever it takes. You don't have to. You can do auto everything. They have stabilizers, so if you're running, the video is not just bouncing around. The video is in slow motion, and it moves. Somehow they make it move so slowly, and you don't even look like you're running. Or if you're fishing, you catch a fish, you can make it do like normal, so it jerk, or you can make it do stabilized videos, so it doesn't leave shooting over there as fast as it. When you, I don't know how to explain it, but when you jerk, your camera starts going up. Well, it somehow saves this footage from down here and makes it gradual, slowly lifting up. So it's not a jerk, it's more of it's smooth. It's real smooth. That's the stabilizer. That's built in. You can make it off, medium, or high, or however you want to do it. There's different views. There's narrow, which is still widescreen, but it's a narrow view and zoomed in a little bit. There's a wide one, and then there's super view. And there may be some others. It just depends on the camera you've got, and the way you're shooting. But I use super view, which is the widest one. It captures stuff way over there all the time. It's helpful for fishing videos because to people that are watching my videos, they can see some of the lake or where my lure is way over here. I don't have to be facing it at all times. They can still see it if I'm looking straight ahead. So super view is what I use, and that's what I recommend because it captures everything that you may not know that's out there. If that makes sense. You may not realize you're not capturing the footage if you've got it on a linear or narrow whatever they call it, image. And then there's different formats. This camera shoots in 4K. This camera shoots in 4K. This one shoots in 5.3K. They both shoot in 2 point whatever K. I don't use it. I either use 1080 or 4K. And it doesn't matter which one you use, but I want to tell you why I use what I use. And that might help you know what to use. All YouTube requires, or doesn't even require, but all that YouTube is made up of is 1080p. So if you shoot at 1080p, you're shooting YouTube standards. The reason I shoot 4K is when I zoom in, when I'm editing and I zoom in, 4K is 4 times the pixels as 1080. So when I shoot a 4K video and I'm editing and I zoom in on something, it looks more like 1080 instead of if I were shooting 1080 and I zoomed in, it would be like 760. So I shoot 4K a lot because I zoom in a lot when I'm editing. If I'm metal detecting and I find something, I'll hold it in front of the camera. And then when I edit it, I will zoom in on that object that I found so people watching the video can see it up close, what I found. And they're not looking like, a long ways away from it. They can see it really close. But that's why I record in 4K. The reason why I don't like recording in 4K is because it takes a lot of, data to run a 4K video. And if you're uploading your videos to YouTube, it takes forever to upload a 4K. And most of my videos are automatically 4K because I have a little short 5-second clip of my channel, like an intro or an outro type film that shows my channel's name that I add to every video for the most part. And because of that being in 4K, it makes my video a 4K video, so it makes it longer. I can change it to 1080, but I don't normally. If I record in 1080, I leave it. I upload it to 4K, or I edit it and save it in 4K, and it just makes the video a little prettier. But if I record in 4K, I leave it 4K. I rarely downgrade to 1080 because it just makes the video not look as good on the screen. Now, if you record in 1080 and someone's got a 4K TV, I guess they just watch it in 1080. But if they have a 4K TV and you record and upload in 4K, they're watching your fancy video. It's cool. Until recently, people didn't have 4K TVs. and now they're kind of almost normal. So, and a lot of people watch these smart TVs. They watch YouTube on their TV. So it's cool to record in 4K, but you don't need to. You can record in 1080p fine. And like I said, I often record in 1080, especially if I think it's going to be a really long video, 1080. If I'm recording fishing all day, I do 1080 because I don't have the memory cards to record 4K all day. My memory cards only record like 4 hours of 4K. But they'll record 8 hours of 1080 or more, maybe 12 hours, depending on what size card I've got in my memory card I've got in here. So that's the cameras. Let's see, I said 4K and 1080. I also record in frames per second. You've got to figure that out. The motion pictures you watch on the screen are all in 24 frames per second. It's actually 23.9 something, but who cares? We call it 24 frames per second. Most of my videos I record in 24 frames per second. You can also record in 30 frames per second. It's a little smoother than 24, but just a little bit. And then there's 60 frames per second. I record in 60 frames per second. Sometimes if I think I'm gonna slow the video down some, like sometimes I'll cast and I'll hit the perfect item or a duck. I'll aim at a duck or for a fish jumped or whatever, and I'll cast and hit it square in that. And if I wasn't recorded in 60 frames per second, it's harder to slow down and make the picture pretty. So sometimes I have a second camera going in 60 frames per second, whereas my chest mount might be 30 or 24. I usually always 24. One reason I think it's fine, it's what our eyes are used to seeing, especially in the movie theater, but at the same time, it's 6 less frames per second. You're not recording video, you're recording pictures, and it takes, for me, it's 24 pictures it takes every second of what I'm shooting. So that's 6 less per second, and overall, it's a lot less to save on footage, memory usage. So you can record whatever you want. They have like super fast frame rates that you can use for making things extra slow. You can do time-lapse type videos. Your GoPro, and I know there's a lot of action cams, but GoPro's all I know. Your GoPro has options for photos, video, and then time-lapse. You can shoot time-lapse of the sunset or how the day changes in traffic patterns or whatever you want to do. They make all kinds of attachments for your GoPro. We can talk about batteries. Your GoPro, this one will be easier to show you. Your GoPro has a battery door on the back and a battery in it. You can pull out. There's a memory card slot in there for a micro SD, but here's your battery. I've got a bunch of these, and I'll show you what I do. But I've got a bunch of these. I used to use batteries, and I've got these. I bought these on Amazon. Wasabi power packs. It comes with like 4 batteries and 2 chargers, or so many batteries and so many chargers. You just put your battery in here, and you can put 3 in here. They hook up to a USB. You can charge them while you're filming, or whatever. But you can have them all charged up for when you're ready to film the next day or whatever. I have like 10 batteries for each camera, and I used to use batteries, but they're a headache sometimes for me, because if I'm fishing or metal detecting or whatever, and the battery goes dead, I've got to take all this apart, open my battery, take my battery out, go find a new battery, or carry it on me, and put the new battery in, put everything back together, and it's just a headache. I don't like doing it. I've decided I like a battery pack better, but this is great for starting out. Go buy you a few batteries, get this. They're cheap. They're like $20 for 4 batteries and the chargers, and you can charge them all whatever you want to. But that's what I did to start with. Then I started using these battery packs, and I bought these. I bought a couple of these 6-foot cables. Everything uses USB-C on your GoPros, and I stick this in my back pocket and I run them, and I hook a USB-C in, and I run it. I lap it around the back of my chest mount a few times, and then it comes up over my shoulder, and I round it around the thing a few times, and then back through the holes, and it plugs right into my camera. And it looks basically like this when it's done. There's a few, cords wrapped around a few times, but it doesn't bother me. It may look silly to some people, but it works great. And this thing is a 30,000 whatever amp hour, milliamp something, is 30,000. This would charge an iPad like 8 times. So this is plenty enough. It'll last forever. I never charge it. It's got a little battery meter. It's got 3 bars. I haven't charged this thing in a few weeks, and I've been using it for, probably like 5 or 6 2 hour shoots. And so it just runs nonstop. When the battery has to be in the GoPro to run it, but this thing runs the GoPro. It doesn't have anything to do with the battery while you're filming, unless you turn the video off and you are not recording. Then this charges the battery if the battery needs charging. Other than that, it just charges your GoPro. So that's what I use. I actually have 2 of these. I liked it so much, I went and bought a second one. Where is it? I bought a second one, just like it. And so if I've got one camera over here and a tripod, I've got a cord running to this battery pack, just sitting on the floor or on the ground or whatever. And so I've got that. That's how I charge my batteries. If I'm in the boat, I've got, on the back of your boat, there's a anchor light that plugs in. I've got one of those in my John boat, and I've got, of course, one in my big boat, and I've got I don't have it on me now, but I've got a tripod. It's not a tripod, it's a monopod. It sticks down in there, my camera sits on top of it just like this, and it charges your phone. It plugs, there's a little cord that comes out and plugs into the mount. And it charges like the USB. It can charge your phone if you wanted, but it has 2 USBs. But it charges my phone or runs my phone while I'm in the boat. The one in my big boat, it's kind of finicky. I can't figure it out. It doesn't work right, and I don't know why. But the one in the John boat works great. So I've got that. Got all these battery chargers I don't use. I've got 1,000 mounts that I don't really use. Some more accessories you can get for your GoPro. This is a media mod that is for the GoPro 10. It only fits that camera, but you take the GoPro out of this chest mount, you slide it in here, then it's got its own windproof microphone. It has places like cold foots. You can attach different you can attach your mic receiver. You can attach lights. I have a light that goes on here. Different things like that. Why can't I get this back? There we go. They have different lights and different things. I don't know where mine is. I don't never use it, but here it is. This little light goes on here. Let's see. This is the back, so it would go on like this. This light goes on here. For some reason, they've got a flasher on it, but you can use that if you're recording at night or shooting like I am right now at night or whatever, or when it's sunset. Get different lighting settings. So that's different features about your GoPro. And I'll try to put a link in the description that has what I bought. I'm not going to make money off of it. I quit doing Amazon Associates because no one ever buys anything from me, which is perfectly fine. I tried it and no one bought it, but you can do that. You can make money different ways. You can make it off YouTube. Eventually, it takes time. I'm not making money right yet. I've got over 1,000 subscribers, but I don't have the watch hours. I've got to have 4,000 watch hours in the past year. And I guess this time a year ago, I wasn't making videos because I was at 3,800 watch hours. And then like a day changed and it flipped over and I had like 2,400 watch hours. So I don't know if I wasn't making videos or I don't know what happened, but I've lost a lot of watch hours. So I've got to get that back up. And the only way I can think of to do it is just get footage out there, get good footage. Maybe something will be popular. Maybe a video will go not viral, but you know, get watched a lot. It'll just help me out. This is not just how to get started. It's kind of how I got started. And so these are all the things that I've done along the way. One of the biggest things that has made a huge difference for me is this DJI mic. And this is the receiver. It comes with this little battery power case. It comes with two transmitters. One's in here, one's right here. They're awesome. I mean, I wish that DJI would want me to sponsor them because they're awesome. It's got a magnet you can attach with. It's got a clip. You could clip it on to something. A lot of people clip on their hats or they clip them on. I usually clip it on the front of my mount because it's just easy. There's nothing in the way. It works great. But this is awesome. It's got all kinds of adapters. You can record to the receiver, which records into your camera, and use the media mod for that. But it's so much work and wires and preparation before you go out and after you get done that I just record to the transmitter. I'm only using the receiver to tell me what's going on with my transmitter. So I'm just looking at it. But I record to the transmitter, and then when I get done, I pull the footage off the transmitter to my editing software. And then I edit my audio into my video. I delete, or I mute. Like I'm gonna mute my phone's audio, and I'm gonna add this audio because this is gonna be much better right here under my mouth than the iPhone is 6 feet away. Okay, so let's say you shoot your video. You shot a video, or you have video from 3 years ago on your phone, or whatever. You've got footage. What do you do with it? How do you get it to YouTube? Well, if you shoot a short with your phone, if you just hold it like this and record a video that's less than a minute long, or you can add them together, different clips, less than a minute, you can upload it from your phone. You just record it. You don't have to edit it. Record it. You might edit it. I mean, I would edit it, but you don't have to. Record it, go to YouTube, upload it. You can add music to it. You can add copyrighted music to a short. You can choose if your volume's muted, if it's loud with the music, if it's quiet or kind of mixed in. You can do whatever you want. But shorts are cool. The problem with shorts get you subscribers, but shorts don't. You have to have like 1 million watch hours of shorts to get monetized. Whereas with video, you got 4,000 watch hours. And you got to have so many subscribers, but it used to be different numbers. Now it's 1,000. And once you get like, I want to say 500 or 800 or something, you can start monetizing. You can fill out the forms and the paperwork and be done with it, but you don't actually make money off your videos, off the ads on your videos until you reach the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the past 365 days, which I have obviously not done yet. I just told you that. But I have done the pre-monetizing, and that sets me up for something called supers, which are like, if someone likes my videos and they want to donate to me, they can donate. At the bottom of the video, there's something called thanks. It's super thanks, and they donate money. No one ever does it, but they can if they want to. I'd love it if they did, but they don't. There's other memberships that people can do. I can set up for memberships where people that are members I can let them see videos a week before they come out. I'm not that popular, so nobody wants to pay to do that. But stuff like that you can do depending on who you are and what kind of business you've got and what kind of YouTube channel you got. People can do all kinds of membership options. And there's another thing that I don't even know what it is because it's just so some of the pre-monetizing things are just kind of it's a store. They're just kind of for businesses, or they're not for me. It won't work for me. I'm just not popular enough, and I just don't do the thing. But you can do a store, I think, so people can get in and buy merchandise, which I don't sell merchandise. Now, how do you get subscribers? Well, you tell your friends, you make video content, you make a lot of content, and keep uploading until people start noticing you and they subscribe to you, and then they watch your stuff, and they might share it on social media or something, or they comment on your video. If they comment or they like your video, it gets shown to other people, or it pops up on their screen to watch next, or over here in the side or the other side for people to click on. You can share it on social media. You share it with your friends. I chose not to mix my YouTube life with my personal life. So I have never once shared a video on Facebook. I've never once shared a video on Instagram, not with my personal account. That's just, I don't take criticism well. I don't mind you criticizing me, but I don't take criticism well from my friends and my family. So I just don't mix my YouTube life with my personal life. I don't share it on Facebook. I never have. But if you want to do that, that's a great way to get subscribers, because they don't have to subscribe to watch your video, but most of your friends are most likely going to subscribe to your channels. Now, I've got friends that subscribe to my channel, but it's word of mouth. I don't advertise my channel, and that's probably why it took me so long to get subscribers. It took me this long. I've got 1,200 and something subscribers the day I'm making this video. About a year or two ago, I had 300. So once you get so far along, it kind of just booms. And just the more content you add, the more subscribers you get. I don't know how it blew up that fast, but I know it's from making content. I don't know why. I just said I don't know, but I know. I'm surprised it went that fast, but like I said, when you get so many subscribers, it just kind of takes off. And occasionally you'll make a good video, or a video that people comment on or like a lot of, or you make a lot of shorts. Shorts like this, minute or less, shorts get you subscribers because they just subscribe. I don't know why. A lot of people watch shorts. Not as many people watch the long videos. I may get a good video for me gets 200 views in the first couple days. That's outstanding for me. A good short for me gets 2,000 views in the first 2 days. That's a lot of clicks. That's a lot of people seeing my channel. So those people, I get more subscribers off those shorts because more people looking at it. But I don't get a lot of watch, it doesn't give me watch hours. But more people that subscribe, more people that might watch my long widescreen videos. All right, editing. So you can edit with your phone. iMovie is free on your iPhone. I had no idea how to use it when I first got into YouTube, but I figured it out. It's very simple. It's actually so simple, I thought it was too basic. And after about 2 years of using it, I upgraded to a pay app called LumaFusion. And I never really edit on my phone, but you can, and a lot of people do. A lot of people with a lot of subscribers edit everything on their phone. You can do it. Just use iMovie, or you can use different apps that are editing software. I don't know anything about a lot of them. I know about iMovie and the one I use, LumaFusion. I don't remember how much LumaFusion was, but it wasn't expensive. It wasn't outrageous. At most, maybe $20 one time, maybe more, probably not. I wouldn't have paid too much for it, but it comes with a million more features than iMovie. iMovie's great. It's easy, simple. I use iMovie on my phone when I'm editing. I don't use LumaFusion on my phone. I use it for shorts. If I'm editing a short before I upload it, I use iMovie from my phone because I shot it with my phone most likely, and I edit it with my phone on iMovie. I use my iPad. This is an iPad Pro. It's, I don't know, 5-6 years old. It's my second iPad that I've used for this, but I use my iPad for editing. This is a device. You take your memory card out of your GoPro. This is what you use to get your camera footage from your camera. If it's not on your phone, it's how you get your footage from your camera to your phone or to your iPad or to your computer. You can stick it in a slot, or you can plug your device, your camera, into that device if it works that way. But the way I do it, and things have changed a lot. iPads now use USB-C plugs, but they used to not do that. And up until my latest phone, the iPhone 16, they didn't do that. They used the lightning cord. But this only works with USB-C. For me, I take my memory card, my SD card, and I stick it in this plug on top right here. I stick it in there, and I go plug this into my charge port on my iPad. And I don't have one on here right now. But if this did have footage on it, over here in this vicinity, under utilities, it would say untitled. And you click on it, and it looks no different from your photos. And you just click on the videos you want to save, and you save them. You click upload, and it uploads straight to your photos. Or you can upload it to your files. Or if you've got another device you save stuff to, you can save it there. I use it's like an external hard drive. But it uses USB-C, and I can plug this into my iPad and pull stuff off of it, and now plug it in my iPhone 16, which you're watching me on. This is not an iPhone 16. But I can plug it in and pull data, add data here, take it off. Like every YouTube video I make, I save the final product and the thumbnail to this thing. I used to save all the footage, but it didn't take long before I filled it up because I had so much footage that I'm never going to need again. But I thought I did. But the only reason I do it is because if I upload a video to YouTube and then I deleted it off my iPad because I need the space for my next video, if I did that and then I got it on YouTube, I'm like, I don't like that. That's something, I need to edit that some more or whatever. I've got it. Whereas you can't do that once it's on YouTube. You can with YouTube's junk, but it's not very professional. It may be, but I don't think it's usually not what I need. Or like sometimes I'll upload a video and delete it from my computer, but I'll save it here. But I'll go back and watch it. I'm like, man, that was the perfect chance to put this song, that song I played the other day. I should put that song in there, but I can't do that on YouTube. You can to add songs, but it's not familiar to me. Whereas LumaFusion or iMovie or something is, and I can add a song that way. So I just go delete it off YouTube, and I pull it off of here, put it back on my laptop or my iPad, and I just go back to editing again. I edit my edited copy. Easy to do. All right, LumaFusion. This is what I use. And I'm not going to show you how to use it, but this is what I use. And I'll create a project. I'll change the name to what I want it to be. I'm going to say fishing and maybe the date or 2025. I hit the plus sign, and then I can start, let's see, I can go to my photos and get my videos. I can start dragging them in. And then I've got my audio settings in here too. My audio in here too, and I can go, this is me doing a metal detecting video, but I can go drag in my audio from my mic. And you can do that with iMovie too. All right, so you have 3 types of movies you can make. And I'm gonna choose, I'm gonna make a movie. And then let's say I wanna use, let's say this content. I can choose all the ones I wanna add or not add. I can use pictures, these are pictures. But I can choose whatever I want and create movie down at the bottom, and then it gives me the whole thing. And I go through here and then say I want to right here. I want to cut it. I just swipe down on the screen. Oops, there it goes, and it breaks it up. And say I like right here. I want to stay right there. I'd swipe down on the screen. See, I don't want this footage, so I just highlight it and hit delete. Now my video is kind of how you edit it. You can zoom in, zoom out. You have to play around with it. I'm not going to show you how to use iMovie or LumaFusion, but that's someone else made those videos. I could probably get you started, but LumaFusion is so crazy. I have to get on YouTube to learn how to use it every time I use it, because there's something new that I want to do. But the transitions between clips there's like 50, and on the phone, on iMovie, not on the phone, but on iMovie, there's only like 3 or something. But and I don't know about the computer. iMovie on the computer, there may be 1,000 more things. I don't know. But iMovie on the iPad or on the phone is very limited. It's great for starting, and I recommend you start with it because it's easy. It gets you going. It makes you quickly edit videos and be able to save them to your computer. But you edit them, and then you save it just like you do everything. You save it to your photos. You gotta have space for it, but you save it, and then you go into YouTube and you upload it. Now on creating a long video, you need a thumbnail image that people see. When they see your video up here on the screen, they want to click on it. They don't want to just see an image that YouTube picks, because YouTube will pick an image for you. You want something you created that has a title. They need to see something that you created. All right, so let's say we take a picture. I'm gonna take a screenshot from a video, and let's say this is what we want. I'm gonna pause it right here. That's the screenshot I want to make my image with. I'm gonna turn my iPad long ways so it turns over. Now I'm just gonna do a screenshot of that screen. All right, so now I've got my screenshot. I'm gonna go back to my videos and stuff, and I'm gonna find that screenshot I just took. Now I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna hit the edit button, and I'm gonna hit the crop button. And then there's a little thing up in the top right that looks like a bunch of squares right there. I'm gonna click that. And that pulls up the screen on bottom. I'm gonna choose 16:9. And see how it changed my video? So this is my screenshot, and this is the 16:9. All right, I'm gonna change it to that. And I'm not gonna touch anything else. I'm gonna hit done. Now my image is saved in 16:9, which is the same as my video is shot in. But let's say I wanted to edit out my shadow down there at the bottom. I go back to edit, crop, hit that button again. 16:9 is limited. I can zoom in a little bit, and it stays 16:9, and now my shadow's gone. I'm gonna hit done. All right, so there's my image I want to do a thumbnail off of. All right, so now I'm gonna go into this app, Lightroom. You can use anything you want, but this is what I use, Lightroom. I go in here and I go find that image I just did. And then I'm gonna edit that image. Now, I use this image purposely because it's got the sky in it. I'm gonna click on light. I'm gonna play with my blacks. See how I like that? If I don't like anything, I just double tap it, and it goes back to the middle. And I'm gonna play with my whites, and I'm gonna shadows. I like all the way up a lot of times, and highlights. Sometimes I like them down. It just depends. And then I go to color. I turn my saturation up a lot. Now, this is not editing a video or a picture for something like I would normally edit a picture. This is editing so that it's eye appealing to the person sitting there watching YouTube channels, that they'll see that little thumbnail up that's advertised, or it comes up after a video. That thumbnail will pop up along with a bunch of other people's content. But if yours pops up, you want it to be the most brightest, outstanding looking thumbnail. They want to click. You want them to click on it. So you need to do things to make them that catch their eye. So I do saturation up. You see the difference in standard? That's the way it started. This is the way I changed it to. So see how those trees and that grass all changes? Vibrance. You can play with it. I don't always like it to look ugly, but I play with that some. I don't usually play with the temperature. If you turn it down, sometimes it changes the sky. You know, you see what I'm doing here? It's just, you want it to be awesome looking. You want it to be standing out. All right, then I go to color mix. And I only change the saturation, but I find the colors that are in my screen. There's a little red in the center of the screen, so I pop that out, turn the saturation all the way up. You can play with the other settings, but let's select orange. What happens if we turn the saturation up on that? Might bring it out a little, I don't know. Green. There's a lot of green. This is a bad picture because it's wintertime. The grass is not green, but we're going to turn green all the way up. Let's do the dark blue. Look at the sky. We can make the sky look awesome. All right, now up at the top, I'm going to save a copy to my device. All right, now I'm going to go back to my pictures. I'm happy. This is what I started with. Let's do long ways. This is what I started with, and this is what I did to it. You see the difference? No one wants to click on this picture. Everybody should want to click on this picture. All right, so where do we go from here? This is what I do. This is the way someone taught me. I go to this app, Fonto, P-H-O-N-T-O. I go to this app. These are all free apps. And I go to photo albums. I find that picture I just edited. I don't do anything here. I just hit done. There's my picture. All right, so if I click on the picture, it comes up to add text. So and you can do different alignments. This is how it's aligned on the screen. I usually do center most often. I usually do caps locked. And what do we name this video? It doesn't matter. Let's name it Rainy Day. All right, just because we have something. All right, so there's my thing. You slide it over wherever you want it. There's all kinds of options, and you can slide sideways to get to other stuff. But let's do size. Let's make it really big. You can't center it without doing it on your own. That's what all those little squares are for, all around the screen. You just kind of have to line it up with wherever you want it to be. Let's do Rainy Day right there. That's close to centered. It doesn't matter. I normally wouldn't necessarily take a picture like this, but you can change the font. I usually leave it like it is. You can tilt it. You know, you can do all kinds of stuff. You can bring it back to the middle. You can edit your text again. You can style. All right, this is where you change your color. I almost always use for text the far right yellow one, and I take the blue all the way down so I get a good neon yellow color for my wording. Then I go to stroke, and I almost always choose black, and that's the outside of the letters. Now, I usually put it on 11 or 12. See how the black changes around the outside, makes it stand out. Let's use 12. Hit done. You can do other stuff. So now I've got to recenter it a little bit because that black made it different. You can do all kinds of stuff with this. Another cool one you can do is erase, but it tells you if you're going to erase it, once you save it, it's done. You can't edit that text anymore. All right, so let's say, so you can zoom in on the screen. let's say part of my word, like day, the Y, see that little yellow thing? I can take the trees and make them cover up my word. So it looks like the word is behind the tree. You can go back. The bottom button's back, but you can edit that and zoom out and see if you like it. You know, different stuff like that. You can do that. But once you hit done, I cannot edit this. See, it won't let me edit that anymore because I've did the erase feature. But that's how you do that. And then there's in the bottom right, there's an upload button, and you just click save video. And now in my Photos app, or save picture, is that picture that I saved. Now, when I upload my video, and I'm going to show you how to upload a video, we're going to go to YouTube. So to upload a video, you hit the plus button at the bottom of the screen. You can do live, different things. I don't do those, but hit video. Choose your video you want to upload. You can edit it at the bottom, trim it. I don't mess with any of that because I've already edited it. And then hit next at the top. And see that little thing in the top left of the picture? That's where you add your thumbnail. So click on your thumbnail. You don't have to do it here. You can do it later. You can do it on your computer later when you go to, or in your web page when you go to edit your upload. But select. Now I can change different things here. I usually upload it just like it is, and then I edit it online later. And I'll show you that in a minute how I do that. And then you just click the upload button, and it uploads the video. I will say, you cannot turn your iPad or your iPhone off while you're uploading a video. You can exit out of YouTube and do other things, but you cannot turn it off. If the screen goes out, it's not uploading anymore. You'll have to wait till you turn it back on. But that gets us started. Next, I want to show you what happens after you upload it. All right, so this is what YouTube looks like when you open it up. It depends on where you land at, but you can look at like your last video, the performance of it, different things about what's going on. You can look at all your content. These are my videos. You can look at your shorts. These are my shorts. I can edit any of my old videos. I can edit my new videos. You can do all kinds of analytics. Look at the way who watches your videos, the audience, what times they watch, how much money I've made, which is 0. All kinds of things. And like for instance, down here at this earn button, I'm using supers. You can see I'm using supers. I can use memberships and shopping, but I'm only using supers. And then down at the bottom tells your eligibility. Now I've already met the 1,000 subscribers mark, and you either have to have, see it says one of the following. You either have to have 4,000 watch hours. Now, a few weeks ago, I had 3,800 watch hours. I was almost there. And then something happened, and now I'm at 2,790 today. So I don't know why. But it probably most likely means I was not uploading content. And so my name wasn't out there. My videos weren't out there. People weren't clicking on my videos. I wasn't active like I am now. So hopefully if I can continue every week to post something, it'll, in a year or so, whenever, I'll hit that 4,000 mark. And you only got to hit it once. Also, you can have 10 million shorts views, which I have 44,000 shorts views. And I'll probably never get 10 million. But some people, all they do is shorts, and they do them all day long, and they're great. All right, so that's what YouTube looks like. But if I go back to my content, you see how at the top I've got all these scheduled once a week. I've got videos I've already made in here scheduled to go live once a week. And I personally, I've gone into my analytics and I've looked at my audience, and I've scrolled down. There we go, audience. I've scrolled down to right here. When your viewers are on YouTube. Well, look, all the dark ones for me are like in the evening. There's not as many. There's some in the middle of the night. There's very few at 6 a.m. They pick up around noon, but those dark lines show me everybody's online around 6 o'clock. every day of the week, except Saturday, not as much, but every day of the week, around 6 o'clock is where my people watch at. And somewhere I saw that my average watch time was around 5 o'clock, starting at 5 o'clock, 5 to 9 or something like that. So I set all my videos up to start, to go live at 4:45. If I click on the schedule right here, 4:45 p.m. That's when all mine go live. They used to go all over the place, but now start doing 4:45. So 4:45 every Tuesday, at least today, every Tuesday, might change next week. Every video is going live every Tuesday, 4:45. So I'm a month ahead of schedule. That's great. I'm so far ahead of schedule. I started to make them every Tuesday and Thursday, but this gives me time to miss a week or miss a few weeks and still be able to keep my schedule. So this is my goal of getting back up to on the road to 4,000 watch hours in the past year. So this video right here, the thumbnail says found some change right there. That thumbnail that I uploaded on the 20th. Today's the 21st, so that was yesterday. You want to if you click on the video, it comes up with some options. You can play the video, that play button. You can look at comments on that video. There's none on it because I haven't made it live yet. You can look at analytics on that video, and then the pencil is to edit the video. So I'm gonna click on the pencil. Now up here, I can name the video. I don't even remember what the video, I'm gonna name this, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna name it Protesting, and now I'm gonna use a hashtag. I do this a lot. Oops. Metal detecting popped up. I'm going to use that. All right, protesting metal detecting. That's what I'm going to name that video. You can name it whatever you want. You can write a sentence up there, whatever you want. And then I forgot to do something. I'm going to hit the save button. Let me go back to my content. Let me choose a video that's already been done with, and I'm going to open this in a new tab. All right, now I'm gonna go into that video I've already uploaded. Oops. And I'm going to copy my description. See, I copied this description here. Now I'm gonna go back to this video. Where's it at? Protesting metal detecting. And I'm gonna paste that wording in there. Except I'm not going to leave this wording in here. I only want to keep the rest of it. And as you use YouTube, you'll see that, and I used to do this and some of my videos still have it, but I've got like my Facebook contact. I've got my click here to subscribe. I've got Instagram contact for my Never Enough Outdoors Instagram account. Not my personal stuff, just my Never Enough stuff. And then I've got, sometimes when I was a Amazon ambassador or whatever you call it, where you make money off of people clicking and buying stuff that I never did make money on, you can list out your links where people can buy stuff that you've shared with them. When they buy stuff that's kind of got your link in it, you make a profit off of it. I don't know what, because no one once has ever bought anything from me. I'm gonna try to get back into that, but for now, I deleted it all. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to edit my description, and I always edit out that part, and I always leave the end of it. I hope you enjoy, and I got a fishing pole there with a fish on the end. I don't know why I still do it with metal detecting videos, but I do. So in this video, what did I do? I went metal detecting. It's hard to type on this iPad. I'm used to a computer. I went metal detecting at a location where protesters camped out at, now I'm going to change that, camped, stood at, come on iPad, for a couple of months. All right, that's my description for this video. I named it Protesting Metal Detecting. You pick a catchy title, and that title to me is hopefully, I'm actually going to change it to Protest. And I'm hoping some metal detectors people will say, protest metal detecting? What is this? And they'll click on it and watch my video. My video is about me metal detecting at a location where protesters stood for 2 months. And they had a tent up, and they cooked their food on the grill, and they ate lunch, and they stood around, and they held signs up. And I found some change there. I don't think any of it belonged to them. That's what I was looking for, something they may have dropped, but I didn't see anything that looked new, but that's fine. This is all about the video. So this is my video. I said in this video, I went metal detecting at a location where protesters stood at for a couple of months. I hope you enjoy. And you can write anything you want there. I always write kind of what my video is about. In case someone read that before they watched the video, they might read it and say, oh, I want to watch this, or don't want to watch that. And that's fine. All right, so you see here my thumbnail, it's saved because I uploaded it when I uploaded the video. If you didn't upload the thumbnail with the video, there would be options here to upload a picture. I think, see that? You click on that, you can change the picture, or you can make it auto-generated, and they'll pull a picture from your video. But I don't want that. I want to use mine that I've rigged up, that I made fancy. You see on here, I use the erase button, and I put the E behind that quarter that I found. So that, it looks cool to me. No one else probably cares, but I enjoy playing with it. So that's what I do. You can add it to one of your playlists. I usually add it to one. So there's metal detecting. That's all my saved playlists. So I added it to metal detecting. Now, I don't do anything else. The guy that I watched do this, he did more. And I'm going to show you what you can do. If you choose, yes, it's made for kids, it does not count towards getting monetized. Any people that watch it, it doesn't count as watch time. I don't know why you would ever click, yes, it's made for kids, if that's the case. I never click, yes, it's made for kids. So if you want to get monetized and you're new, you're not going to get monetized if you put, yes, it's made for kids. So don't do that. All right, then if you click this show more, you got these other options. If you're getting like sponsored by, if DJI, my mic place, wanted to sponsor me, and they told me ahead of time, hey, we're going to give you, I don't know, $50 million to talk about us on this video, I would have to click that contains promotional, paid promotion or whatever. I don't know why. I've never had any paid promotion. DJI, if you're watching, you want to sponsor me, I would love to brag on your mics. It's awesome. They're awesome. Awesome. If anybody else, Nocta, I should have a Nocta Simplex hat on. I love your metal detectors. Anybody else to sponsor me, go ahead. But I've got to click that button if I do that, which I don't have that. So I've never clicked on any of the rest of this. I don't even know what it is. I do know what tags are. I used to do tags. Tags are where I might, in this video, in this video, I might do Nocta. And then you put a comma, and then it edited it. N-O-T-K-A, I'm gonna click, oops, yep. I'm gonna hit comma. Okay, now it saved it. That's a hashtag, Nocta. Simplex, Ultra, comma. All right, so I've added 2 hashtags. I don't normally do this. The guy I watched show me how to do this on YouTube, he did this, and I don't, it doesn't do much. It's like for common misspelled words, but in my opinion, it even says otherwise is for tags can be useful if comment in your video is commonly misspelled. Otherwise, tags play a minimal role in helping viewers find your video. If that's the case, I quit doing it a long time ago. But you can put different things. Find money or get rich. Or if you're doing like a how-to video, it could be how to get rich fast. Something like that. And if someone types in those keywords, it may pull the tag from my video and show it as an option for them to view. I doubt it because I'm not popular enough. But those, you can put tags in there, and I'm going to leave those in here. And then I've never used any of this other junk. You can categorize it however you want to. I don't usually mess with that. All right, and then up here you click Save. In the top right, click Save. All right, here's what else you do when you edit your video online. Now, I'm sharing this with you, so it took me forever to say this, but it doesn't take but a minute to do it. All right, this third thing down is Editor. You can do a lot to your video, and I'm going to only explain what I do. In screen, I click Apply Template. Now, I click Apply Template, but I'm going to drag this thing over to the end of the video to see what's happening at the end of the video, because this pops up about, I don't know, 20 seconds before the video ends. And it's for people to see that are watching your videos. So see, I see my metal detector is down in the bottom right corner, and I may not want to cover that up. So I'm gonna pick one of these templates. I use the same one every time. I use the top right one is a subscribe button, and the top left one is a video. You can change the video over here on the left, but I always choose most recent upload. And that gives someone that watched this a chance to go back and watch my last upload. You do that, you hit save, and now at the end of the screen, once this goes live, they will see that pop up at the end of the video. Then another thing I do, and you can be strategic about this, sometimes I am, especially if I talk about a video while I'm filming a video. So I might say, this is the lake where I caught that large 8-pound bass, which didn't happen. But if I did say that, I might say the video's up in the top of the screen. And then these info cards, when you put them when you add them at whatever instance you want them to be on here, they'll pop up at the top of the screen, and that person can go click on it. Or there's another button they can go click on and watch all the stuff you put as info cards. But for the most part, I don't even have a reason to put them in certain spots because I didn't mention them. So what I do is I just go find a marker somewhere on the screen, on the timeline, and I hit info card, I hit video, and I choose a video. If one's not up here available that you just used recently, like you can search for one. Like I'm gonna search fishing. And now it's going to pull up a video that has to do with fishing that I made. And you can do any video on YouTube, but I want to share my own content for people to click. And while they're watching a video, or when they finish that, they can go click my other video and go watch my other video and give me more watch time. So let's say, what's a good video? Game Warden Chick was a good video. It got a lot of hits. All right, so I'm done with that. I can hit save and leave this, or I can edit some more. So this video, if you see up here the title, you can't read the whole title in the screen. So over here, there's a teaser. You can change that to read what you want it to read. So instead of reading 1 hour John boat fishing trip turn into Game Warden Check, whatever it says, I'm going to change it to say, in my teaser, I'm going to say Game Warden ruins fishing trip. Let's see if that fits on the screen. Nope. Let's change it to Ruins Trip. Ruins Trip, look at that. It fits on the screen. Game Warden. I don't know what I just did. I just did something. Undo. Redo. Okay, we're good. There we go. Game Warden, Ruins Trip. So people might see that and say, oh, I want to watch that. They probably don't, but they don't know at the time, and them watching it helps me out. Whether they watch it long or short, at all, clicking on it helps me out. So I'm going to save that. I normally wouldn't save these until I get done with all of them, but I'm going to show you. So I pick another spot because I don't have any necessary times in this video that I've said, hey, go watch this video. So I'm going to pick another. You can do this 5 times. So I'm going to do info cards. I'll go up here to the plus card. I'm going to choose, let's choose a playlist. Let's choose any of my playlists. Let's choose the metal detecting playlist. So right now, when it gets to this point in this video, this little thing's going to pop up on the screen and say metal detecting. And maybe someone will click on it. So I'm going to drag my thing out farther. Let's not go in the middle of that. All right, so let's go here. We'll choose another card. Video. Let's type John Boat. John Boat. Here's my John Boat build videos. Let's choose. I like to choose these deck. I'm trying to get some watches up on these two part 1 and part 2 videos. I made them part 1 and part 2 because they were so long. And I thought, who's going to sit here and watch an hour-long video? So let's choose one of those. And now see, the video is too long for the screen. The name's too long. So I'm going to say, I'm just going to name it John Boat Build. And hopefully, if they watch one video, they'll watch the other one. Then we'll drag this out some more. Let's do another card, video. Let's do metal detect. Okay, here's some videos that are metal detecting. Post-carnival hunt. That was a great video for me. At least I think it was. Oh, wait a minute. The title's too long. Oh, the title's too long. So let's make it, let's name it Carnival Metal Detecting. Oops, I can't type. Sometimes I'll put something like, look at what I found. Exclamation point. Done. All right, look at what I found fits on the screen. All right, we need one more video. I'm going to do plus, and let's do a playlist. And I'll do my fishing playlist. Actually, I'm going to change that. I'm going to edit this to my GoPro tips. And I'm going to hit save. So now I've edited everything I would ever edit on a video. I put a title. I even did a hashtag in the title. I did a description. I uploaded my thumbnail. I put it in a playlist. I made some tags that I wouldn't normally do, but you can do it. I thought for the longest time I needed to do it, but you don't need to do it. It's a waste of time. So that's all you need to do. You save it. Then you go into the editor, the third one down. You add a end screen for people to watch another video when they finish that one, and click on the subscribe button when they finish that one. And then you put your info cards in there. You can do 5, depending on how long your video is. I've never been able to do more than 5, I don't think. And like I said, if I don't mention a video, if I do mention a video, I put it at that moment. But if I don't, I just pick some spots around the movie and put those out. All right, so then when you're done with that, go back to the, I just left that screen. Here it is. Go back into the pencil. All right, so when you're in the pencil is when you also schedule it. All right, now let's use this other tab to go back and look. All right, so my last video I've got scheduled is for February 17th. So I want to go a week after that. So I'm going to go back to this tab. I'm going to click on that. You can go public. You can make it members only, which I have no members. You can make it unlisted. Private, no one can watch it. You can share it privacy. I don't know what unlisted means. But I'm going to go to schedule. I'm going to click on that arrow. And I want to choose, what I say, February 17th. So I want to do a week after that. February 24th would be the date. And I want to change my time to 4:45 p.m. because I could make it start at 8 a.m., but if my viewers are not online until the afternoon, it does no good whatsoever to be live for 6 hours or whatever with nobody watching it. Because whatever your video does in the first hour or two depends on how many times it gets shown for the next few hours. So I don't know the logistics of how it works, but I do know if you share your video, you make it live, and then it suddenly gets some views, it's going to get a lot more showings. It's going to get shown, put in front of people. Those thumbnails are going to get put in front of people for them to watch your video a lot better off than if it sits for a day with no views and then starts getting some views. It's not going to help. It's all about those first, I think it's the first 2 hours, maybe the first hour. It could be the first few minutes. I don't even know. Or a few hours, but when you share your video, make sure someone's going to watch it, or it's at a time when your viewers are on the screen. So that's what I've done here, 4:45. All right, I hit OK, and then I have to go up here and hit save. Now my video is ready to go, so it should show up. I'm going to reload the page. There, it went to the top. So now February 24th is my last video that I've got scheduled. See that? And you see they all have 1 view or 2 views and they haven't gone live yet. That's me watching it. I've gone in here and clicked, I can click the watch button. It'll pull up my video and I can watch it. Okay? So that's what that is. Go back to Chrome. I use Chrome for my YouTube stuff when I'm playing online. All right, so to recap, what do you need to start a YouTube channel? You need a Gmail email account. There may be other options. I don't know. Just go to YouTube and see. As you try to make an account, just go check. But you need a Gmail account and you need video footage. You either need a phone to make video footage with, or you need saved footage either on a flash drive or on a computer or on an iPhone or an iPad or an Android phone or whatever you have. You need video footage. That's all you need. You don't need any of the other things I talked about. You don't need a GoPro. You don't need a microphone. You don't need all these fancy mounts, but they do come in handy. All that comes in very handy, depending on the type of video footage you shoot. But go to eBay and look at prices. Go get a used, and I've never bought a new something. I've never bought a new GoPro. I buy used iPads, refurbished. Go buy a refurbished GoPro Hero 6 or get a DJI. I've never had DJI, but DJI makes action cams. And there's other action cams. There's something new that's like something 360, and everywhere you go, it shoots a 360-degree thing around you. I've got a drone. I have a DJI drone. I have the 4K, the mini 4K, and it's the cheapest, one of the cheapest drones they make, and it is unbelievable the features it has compared to any knockoff drone you buy. I think I paid $300 maybe for a refurbished drone. It was the Fly More kit. It came with 3 batteries, the charger, the drone, the controller. I have to use my phone with it. They have newer controllers for nicer drones that you don't need your phone with, but you need your phone. But it's unbelievable. I don't have my drone, commercial drone pilot's license yet, which I'm ready to take the test. I just haven't done it yet. I need that to be able to use it for my YouTube videos. And I probably don't. They say you do, but you probably can get away with it. But I chose not to film videos without having the license, so I'm just waiting to get that before I start using it for YouTube. But it's great. It's another way to have a camera. You can have a couple cameras. You can have a GoPro on your chest. You can have a GoPro on your head. There's all kinds of options for cameras. There's no excuse. If you like making content and you want to put it out there and have the chance of maybe making money one day, this is this is fun for me, but this could be a retirement plan. Who knows? Few bucks on the side, if I ever get that far. But that's how easy it is to make a YouTube channel. So no excuses. Take your phone, start recording, get you a email account if you don't already have one, and sign up and start posting content. Who knows what could happen? It's fun. It's addicting, actually. But anybody can do it. I wish you the best of luck. Please feel free to comment, send me private messages, ask me if you have any questions. I am not an expert by any means, but I can find the answer, or chances are if it's something you're dealing with, I've probably failed doing it wrong before. Learn by mistake. Good luck to you. Please click the like button at the bottom if you like this video and subscribe for more content in the future.